Okay, well, welcome to episode 3 of Drizzly's Low-Key Valheim! Exclamation point. Today we're going to introduce you to a brand new world, a brand new server, and this has certain advantages to playing directly off of a friend's computer. But before I go into that, I just want to say this is an introduction to Low-Key Day 1. There are many guides to get you through day 1 quickly and efficiently, but following instructions takes away from some of the wonder and discovery for new players. There's a lot to discover, but there's also a pretty steep learning curve, and so I'm hoping to um, introduce some players to my server and get them a little start through through day 1. And here you are. This is where you land. The world is different every time you play it, um, randomly generated. However, this little area is always the same. There's a few sticks, a few rocks, and some food on the back side of a couple of the rocks. So you can get them. I'm actually going to leave these 2 raspberry bushes alone so that you can enjoy them when you get here. And then there's always 2 mushrooms there, and I'm going to leave them so you can get them. There's some boars up there. I'm sad to say I tried to leave those boars on the hillside. I don't know if you saw them. There were some in the background. There were some. Oh, always talk to the bird, right? He's always got something to say. This is the flight path where you flew in. That's why you see more of the map. You may have a different one than I had there, depending on how your bird flies you in. This bird, always talk to him. He's got the tips that teach you to try to figure things out. It's a lot easier than someone saying, come on, make an axe. Come on, make a torch. Come on, make a hammer. Right? He'll tell you what you need to do. I like being to the water. First thing I do is, besides give a great big victory cheer for the morning sun, first thing I do is find the shoreline. In this case, it's right there, right next to our summoning circle. But I try to find the shoreline and then follow it. It feels like it's easier to not get lost that way. And he's telling me to do what I already did. That's why you should talk to him all right away, because he tells you things and then he'll keep wanting to tell you things. These berries will probably have grown back by the time you get in, so I'm just going to take them because I need berries too. If not, there's still the 2 that I left by the gate. Rocks, you need rocks for a lot of things, tools and fire rings, stuff like that. So this server, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get up to bronze age without killing any bosses, and then that will give you more time to learn. Look at all the rocks. Rocks are all most abundant on the hillside. Just to imagine that the hillside eroding, so the stones get, exposed. They will respawn. I'm taking a lot of them, I know, but there's still plenty on this hillside, and some of them will come back over time. Yeah, so, yeah, he's going to tell me to eat something, which he probably tried to tell me a long time ago. You see those lean-tos down there? I want to deconstruct them because they have some core wood in them, and you'll see what I mean later. But it's a resource you can only get in the Black Forest. But to deconstruct it, I need more wood so I can build a workbench. So I'm going to run over here and get some wood. This first axe, the stone axe, is basically a club with a rock on the end of it, so it's not the best. You'll want to update it. I love how they splatter. Their blood is sap, so they drop resin when you kill them, and because it's sap, when you kill them, they splatter yellow sap. The way that splattered up on that tree, I kind of liked. I should see if I get a slow motion in there, but not yet. So I think I need a little more wood. These down trees are a little easier to harvest than the big trees, but they don't give as much wood. You usually get 5 or 7. I got 7 out of that one. So you usually get 5 or 7 out of those down trees, and I could use some boar meat, so I think I'll kill that. If you haven't tamed a boar, if they're not completely tamed, you can sneak around them and get your sneak skill up. You use the control key to enter sneak mode. Be aware though, sneaking burns stamina. If you run out of stamina, that's what happens. When you run out of stamina, you just stand up and out of stealth, and sometimes that can be dangerous. You can stay in stealth behind a rock and stop moving, and you'll stop draining stealth. So I'm just going to chase him down because he's wandering away doing his boar thing, and I need some bacon. So we'll get the boar. Who doesn't like a little bacon flanks every now and then, right? Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, these lean-tos, I mark them on the map as bivouacs. You'll see. I'll do that in a sec. But that way, because some of the stuff respawns. Oh, look at there. So there's some bees, a beehive on that one, which is good. We get some bees already. Bees make honey, even though that looks like a paper wasp nest, not a bee nest. They make honey. They'll sting you if you harass them. But the reason I mark these on the map after I deconstruct them is the fire ring rocks, they respawn. That little pile of sticks next to the one that respawns. So I had to make a hammer so that I can build a workbench so that I can deconstruct these. So the workbench is under crafting in your menu, and it's got to be on a flat piece of land. If it's red, you can't place it there. Try spinning it though if you need to. And then I will pull up the crafting menu. Yeah, he's going to say you built a workbench, and I'm taking your advice, the advice I gave you, and talking to him so he doesn't keep popping up. I switched to the hammer, which is the repair hammer, and then deconstruct while you're within the range of a workstation. And to deconstruct, you use the default is the middle mouse button. I like to let gravity do some of it, so if I take all the parts that touching the ground, it'll eventually fall apart and fall down. Saves wear and tear on the hammer. You can't fix the hammer until you get a crafting station in a place with a roof over it. So those little sticks there, those will also respawn. It's like somebody was camping there and left a little stack of firewood. So I'm gonna grab them, but they'll probably be back. The lean-tos won't. They're gone. I took them. They'll never come back. But these sticks here and the rocks, they'll come back. So I mark it so in case I'm running by and want some cheap and easy firewood. And bivvy's short for bivouac. So grab them. Oh, can't grab them with the hammer. so you got to change back to an axe or your torch, or just put the hammer away. This game gives you 100% recovery of construction projects. So I took 10 pieces of wood to build that workbench, and I got 10 back when I deconstructed it. If it gets damaged, you might not get them all back. I'm going to go out here and look at up and down the shore and just try to get appraised what the world looks like around me. That's one of the reasons why I like being on the shore. You can get a kind of an extended view. There's a lot more land over there. That's probably the way I'm going to go. And it looks like there's a narrow spot between the meadows and the Black Forest. And I'm trying to get farther ahead so you guys can So you guys can just kind of learn before you get caught up to me, and I can be out of your way without taking all your resources and stuff. Um, so, oh, look up there. There's some boars. And he keeps wanting to talk to me. Oh, look at that. They're a 1-star. There's 2 1-star elite boars. So now I'm going to have to change my plan. I'm not going to go way down the shore. I'm going to stay here while those elite boars are rare. They make twice as much hide and twice as much meat as a normal boar. So they're a prime candidate. Oh, let's make the beehive out of that bee. Yeah, well, we're not going to do it yet, I guess. So, so yeah, I'm going to try to catch them. And so I'm going to get them to chase me into a corral and try to pull each one separately because it's really hard to coordinate. Pardon me while I yawn. See, it's so relaxing, right? So that's like a little funnel on the mouth there. So I get them to chase me, and then I can get in there and then drop another fence down. You gotta have these little fences only take 1 piece of wood each, so they're resource friendly. They're not especially durable. Things can see through them and scare your boars and make them behave badly. We need more wood, so we're gonna hit them with our dull rock axe. And but yeah, those boars, they're a good one to domesticate because they produce twice as much, and when you want them to reproduce, you have to feed them. So it also is more economical with your food and get more resources. So when you come along, there will be a boar pen over here, and hopefully I'll have a couple boars in it that didn't get killed by me or anyone else. And yeah, so you'll spend a lot of time chopping wood. Upgrade your axe when you can. You can upgrade it at a craft bench, right? And there's 2 tabs. One is to craft, and one is to see that in the inventory you can craft certain things. There'll be an extra tab in that menu that you just saw when you're at a crafting station that is, I mean the workstation like that one, that's in a little house. So I decided I'm going to make some shelter, since I'm going to be here for a while the pigs domesticate, and it's getting later in the day. Splatter. I like to splatter the Grey Dwarfs. So I don't have a hoe yet because I don't have anything in a workstation inside yet. So I can't flatten the ground, and I don't like the way these squares stick partway out of the ground. So I'm trying to have that rock elevated. The dotted line is the range of that workbench. If I stand within that line, I can build from that workbench, but I can't quite reach where I want to go. So I think I'm going to build another one. Then I think, oh, let's go get the one that's over there. And then I remember, wait, I need one over there if I'm going to close the gate when I get the pig. So we're just going to build another bench, 10 more wood, right? So then we can go back to building, and I can get a little more. You see how when we started using the other bench, the circle of lines moved. So get them a little more elevated off of that rock, so that we're not losing pieces in the ground and in the grass. So this is just a little shack, and this should be here when you get here. I don't plan on staying here long term, but it should be here for you if you can find it, to spend your first night without freezing to death and without monsters. If you sleep at night, you're better off because you won't wander into things. If you're making noise at night, you attract monsters, and um, that can be problematic. It's hard to see at night, and it's better, especially at first, to just lay down, take a nap, let time speed up, and wake up in the morning refreshed. That's the best way to do it. We need more wood, of course, to finish this little house. You know, if you don't want to stay in this house, you can disassemble it and build something different. Or you know, one of the things I noticed is that flint is kind of rare on this side of the shore, and you might want to go the other direction from the summoning circle. I haven't been that way. And if you do, or if you're somewhere else and it starts getting dark, you can just basically build a really crude shelter. It doesn't have to even be this, I wouldn't call this fancy, but it doesn't have to be this fancy, because you can have it almost like a tent. As long as you have a fire and a roof and a bed, you can go to sleep. So you can make a little tiny A-frame and just set up and go to sleep, and then you'll have the morning. But building is easier than it used to be. Things kind of snap into place now. It's they didn't used to, and my first houses were always really disgusting looking. Right? I mean, disgusting is a strong word. So with, the advantage, I'll go back to it while we're building this. The advantage of using this server is that you can come on anytime. You don't have to have the other people there. If you're playing more traditionally and just hosting it on your own computer, then the person with the Steam account that the game was made under has to be online. So this allows you to just come in. That's a beehive. Build a beehive. It should make honey a little bit every day. So by the time you get here, there should maybe be 4 honey in there, just because time goes by pretty fast. And honey is, one of the best starting stamina foods. So you'll want to eat that. It doesn't last real long, so use it sparingly. But if you want to be sprinting, it's the best. You can see the dull hammer. You have to hit the tree forever to cut it down, and then you have to split the tree up. But I do like dropping the tree on other things. I like killing mobs by dropping trees on them. I like knocking other trees down. I try to do a domino effect. But at the very least, you'll kill some of these little bushes and get some free wood that way. Now, you'll notice that you can hit 2 at once if you do a vertical chop. Oh, so that tree was damaged sufficiently from the one tree fall. I want to kill that bird. That tree was damaged sufficiently from the one tree falling on it that it only took 2 hits, so that's good. My axe is broken, so I've got to find a place where I can repair it. This workbench is outside, so I can't repair, so I'm going to disassemble it and put it back inside. It's getting to be quite dark, so a campfire for warmth is good. We need to put a crafting station, and I don't know how much wood I have, so I'm going to put it in this corner so I can get a roof over it real quick. And used a 45-degree angle on those eaves, and that should match. Let's see. Go ahead and close up the roof. Look at that. We'll be able to sleep here. Perfect. And when you come by, the fire will probably be out. Just toss a stick in it, and it'll be good as new. And I ran out here to chop some more wood, and guess what? I forgot to fix my axe. The whole reason I went out there was to fix my axe. That's that little rock. Oh, you can start greylings and grey dwarves on fire if you smack them with a torch. It does wear your torch out to do that. So if you're gonna use, and they're afraid of torches. So it's a good thing if at first to use your torch. But if you're gonna use your torch to beat the bad guys, you should have a spare one because they do start to fall apart pretty fast. So I think I probably had just realized, oh, I don't have an axe. So tree seeds. Eventually, when you get bronze, you can make a cultivator that will let you plant those. The trees will not grow back on their own, um, but you can plant them. So if you clear all the trees away from your house, let's repair. Open the workbench, hit the little repair hammer, and ooh, it's spooky dark out here without a torch, isn't it? And I'm gonna splatter him. Splatter. So I think it takes 8 wood now to make a bed. That's all I'm working on now, is just getting enough wood to make a quick little bed, so I can sleep through the night. And that's under furniture. You should look at those tabs when you get them, and you have a workbench with a roof on it. And I'm going to go to sleep, and it looks like I'm going to be molested by the bird, which, I guess is, I guess that's the way it goes with, in life. We get molested by the bird. Thanks for visiting, and I'll see you soon on the low-key server. PM me and I'll send you the invite code, and we should be able to save the world one Viking at a time. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.